I mean, look, I think people are super into nostalgia, right? I mean, I definitely am. I mean, I love 90210, right?
We just had Gabrielle Carteris from 90210 on our show, and we have some other 90210 people coming up. It is probably one of the best shows that's ever existed. I would agree with that.
I am obsessed with 90210. And actually, when I was living in the house, I would go to get away from the cameras. I would go and work and be an extra on 90210.
Who is your favorite? Like, if you just, as a person, like not necessarily their character, like just if you could like be starstruck by any of them or just be like, I love you.
Oh my God. I love Jennie Garth.
Really?
I love her. Yeah, I love her.
I'm all about, I have some other people coming up from 90210 on the show, so I love them all, but it's all about Shannen. I'm like obsessed with Shannen already.
I love Shannen too. But you know, back then it was right when the show first came out and there was a lot of like on the set.
Yes.
And so to be there to kind of like watch all that was like interesting, you know, but it was just like, you know, the girls were not like super friendly, but like all the guys were cool, like Luke and Jason and Ian and Brian, they were like super friendly, but the girls were like not very friendly, but you know, they were young and it was like the beginning. So
you could tell that even just from being like an extra for the day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we were there, we were hanging, you know, we were on the set all day with them. So we would see like when they would arrive and, you know, hanging out on the set. I mean, we'd be like standing next to them. I mean, I'm like walking the halls of the high school. I did a lot of the beach club scenes, like when they did like the beach club stuff. So, I mean, we spent a lot of time with them.
Did you ever witness any of like, you know, did you ever witness anything? You know, like we have the red dress incident and like tell us what you saw.
I mean, it was very obvious that there was like a lot of conflict going on between Shannen and Jennie. And like Tori was kind of like in the middle of the whole thing, you know, and then, you know, maybe like 1 year, Tori would be hanging out more with Shannen. And then like maybe the next year she'd be hanging out more with Jennie than Shannen. I don't know, you know, but look, they were young back then. They were so young and they were huge stars and they still are, right? But you know, now they're all older. I was so happy that they came back and did their reunion show.
It was so good. So good.
It was so great. It was so great. And I'm so happy that Shannen did it. So happy that she did it. I think, you know, I love her. I love Jennie. I mean, I love them all. I really do. I love them all. So
well, according to Gabrielle Carteris on this podcast here, which got picked up in the press, she said they're discussing possibilities of some, don't quote me, she said it, of something.
Oh my gosh.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, it could be, I don't care what it is, movie, whatever, just do it.
Oh my God. I need to audition to be on that because I want to be on that so bad. Like that would be my dream. That would be like one of my ultimate dreams. Like if I could audition to like be on some kind of 90210 reboot or something. Oh my God.
Did you get into all the other stuff like Melrose Place, Gossip Girl, like the OC? Like, did you get into all that, or it was really just 90210?
Yeah, I mean, I used to work on Melrose Place too.
That's a good one.
Melrose Place too. Yeah, no, but yeah, I was super into Melrose Place.
The best show ever.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a big reality TV fan. You tell me, like, you watch all the reality TV stuff now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, of course, I watch the challenge stuff. I kind of stopped watching like the older seasons of the challenge just because I feel like, I don't know, there's so many people coming from so many different shows that I don't really understand like what their backgrounds are. Whereas I think why the Real World and the Challenge All-Stars work so well is because people have been watching us for years and all of our relationships are building and evolving. And so I think that that's a little more interesting to watch than to just see like, okay, we're going to bring these contestants together. And I just feel like it's a lot of people are forcing things. I don't know. It's just not as interesting.
It's kind of like now what Housewives is doing with like Ultimate Girls Trip and like mixing up. Like, I don't know if you watch Real Housewives or Ultimate Girls Trip.
I am obsessed with Real Housewives. Like I watch all that stuff.
Are you watching Ultimate Girls Trip now? Or are you
I have
not?
not started watching that yet, but I am going to watch it. I heard it's pretty amazing.
It's literally, it has reinvigorated everything. It is the best thing. It's just picture, it's like the challenge or the real world when you have these different people that really either have met or have never met, but they know who each other is. And yeah, you have like Ramona Singer and Kenya getting into fights. You have Teresa having an issue with Luann. It's like, just picture things that, yeah.
Oh my God.
Cynthia Bailey and Kyle have a little scuffle. It's like, yeah, see, like just things you just don't expect. And you're like, oh, it's gold. It's literal gold. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm super into all those shows. I love Vanderpump Rules.
Still, right? It's still good.
Yeah. I love it. I love all that stuff. Yeah. So I do definitely watch a lot of Bravo. I'm a little Bravo heavy over here. For sure.
What's your favorite? Like Housewives? Like what's your favorite city?
I love Beverly Hills in New York.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
What do you think of like Erika Jayne and all of that, which like the whole world, I mean, that's all this audience wanted to talk about for about the past 6 months. Like I've had to wean people off of that for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a lot of scandal going on, but I think that Erika is very brave to still be in front of the camera and wanting to talk about it, and look, if she's getting a divorce and like, she doesn't have any control of that money anymore, she obviously needs a paycheck. But yeah, it's wild to like watch it all. And yeah, like the other women are saying like, she keeps changing her story. Why is she changing her story? Like she said this and now she's saying allegedly today. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like what's going on here? So, I mean, wow. I mean, is she going to be able to like get out of this?
Yeah. Yes. What about, do you look at reality TV and like, are you shocked at where it is? Like, you were really on the second reality TV show ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you just shocked at like how much it's changed or has it stayed the same? Like, what are your thoughts on like the evolution of reality TV?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, some of it's better than others, right? But yeah, when I watch it, like I don't know. I'm like, oh, I can't watch this. It just looks too forced and too fake for me. But I mean, I'm sure the Housewives is a little bit orchestrated, but
yes,
I don't know, for whatever reason, like the Beverly Hills in New York one, I feel it. I don't know. I love it. Like I could sit there and watch it all day.
Did you love like the Kardashians?
Pajamas, get myself a nice drink and just sit there and watch it all day. If I had time, that's what, I would, that's the first thing I would turn on.
Do you watch like Summer House, Winter House? I mean, this is like the real world.
I do. I've been watching the Winter House, right?
Wasn't it great?
Yes.
It was so good.
Yes. And I know there's a girl that was on the challenge shows, Marie, who I think would be so perfect for Winter House. She's trying to get on Winter House or Summer House right now. I'm like, Marie, you got to get on the show. It would be amazing.
Is that what you do? So like, do you still manage? Like you said, you manage, like, how did you work with reality TV people? Like, do you still do that? And how'd you fall into all that?